Hello, welcome to round 11 of TNL at Daytona, Milton Keynes. So here we are again in practice qualifying. Now it is wet, but the track is drying, so I feel like it's just going to be solely down to that last lap. As we can kind of see, there's dry patches on the track. It is quite windy, so it will dry out fast, especially if the carts are up. So it's just going to be about basically who can nail that final lap. As we can see now, coming on to about the start of final lap, it is quite dry. I was having issues with the first corner. Knowing this is the final lap, I decide to see if I can take it flat out and just not lift. Let's guess what happened. So do we think nothing happened, I crashed, everything was fine, or something else? Yeah, I wasn't flat out, it turned out. Not ideal, but hey, you live and you learn. Maybe I should have lifted. Anyway, qualifying, that was about the highlights. Starting P3, let's hope for a good start. Now we will be on the drier line here at the start, which will help us out quite a bit. Able to brake on the inside a little bit later because we're going to have the dry line a bit more grippier, and we slowly slot into second. Again, just behind Morris now, just kind of settling in. See if we can make it to our safe point, and then all will be fine. Again, you can still see the track is drying. There's still quite a bit of wet bits out there, but it is drying out. See, like this corner here was flat out now. A lot of the track is dry in places where you would be basically doing a dry line. It's just being brave enough to know. Now, as the race sort of went on, a few more laps into it now, Morris does sort of check out from us. We're kind of struggling a little bit. I found I was just as quick on the dry sections, but when we got to the more wetter parts, that's where I really struggled. Especially coming into turn 1, I have no idea what I'm doing through there. But again, it's kind of holding station now, nothing too major, but just settling in for a rhythm. Kind of hoping for the track to dry out really, because I feel like we could catch him if that happened. Here we get, that is an amazing move. Nice, sweet, slid across my nose, good move. And I just was lacking for pace in this early bit. So at the side, as we're going down here, just let him know, just don't defend, don't worry about me. I'll give you a push, hoping that maybe he can catch Morris in front. I just settle into third, they fight, I can catch up, who knows what happens. It's kind of the game plan, you know, like if I fight him, then none of us are going to win. So it's just trying to be race smarts, really. I clearly don't have the pace on the wetter bits, but the track will come to me, so hopefully there'll be enough time at the end. Now I was trying lots of different lines there, because I saw as he dived up my inside, he held a tight line but got a really good exit. So I've been trying my lines through that corner now, because I noticed it was drying, and I felt like we were actually finding quite a bit of time down there. We are going defensive because 4th place is right behind us. We're just, again, struggling in these early sections. And again, I see him on the inside, I give him space. He's there. But I get the better line through turn 1. I can cut back on the inside. I'm on the dry part of the track and I can do it. I can be nice to second to hopefully get first, but if we be nice to 4th to get to 3rd, then we're going to be so far back we're not going to have anything, so I had to be a bit more robust. I couldn't just go from every position up at that point. So again, we settled in now, the track is drying, and I felt like as it was drying we were getting quicker, we found our pace again. We were starting to reel in the front 2, and again as the race was going on we were all sort of concertinaing up. Second was catching first, I was catching second, and this bottom half of the track I felt like I was the quickest through this area. The front half I was still slow on, still need to figure out what I'm going to do there. And again, I'm gaining and gaining and gaining. It's all building up to this big crescendo. And 4th place is right behind me at this point as well, so it is a 4-way battle. We can't be doing anything too silly. So now as we cross the line, looking at the time, There's going to be one lap in it. This is it. This is now the last lap. Let's see what we can do. Still quite even through the first corner. I felt like I can gain a little bit on the brakes there. But we're kind of settling in. We're kind of just waiting for them to fight, really. I'm seeing if we can pick up some pieces or maybe get a 2-for-1 deal. So now I will just note, because it will be relevant, there is no yellow flag. Bear that in mind. So as we come into here, second place goes for a move, and oh no, the leader, he's led every lap, and oh, that's so sad. But anyway, we've got a race to win, so never mind about that. I mean, there wasn't a yellow flag there, so I am a bit like, that car should be protected, but hey ho, we've got a race to win, let's not worry about that. Again, see, we get a better run through here, but we just nudge the car in front and just give him all our momentum. He's pulling away, but he gets loose going in through this bus stop, so we can get a better run on him going down the straight. We pull alongside now. It's the fight for the win, coming down the back straight. We clear him through this quick left, and we cover off the inside, and oh no! Not slow motion again, that can't be good. And we get tagged. And 4th place at the start of the lap goes into 1st. He should go buy a lottery ticket with his luck. We've recovered to 2nd, but what could have been? I mean, I feel sorry for Morris there, that was just completely robbed. He was the deserving winner, but that race was just pure carnage.